What if I told you one man looked at a handful of known elements and saw the future of chemistry? He predicted elements that hadn't even been discovered yet. And he got their properties almost exactly right. This is the story of Dmitri Mendeleev, the genius behind the periodic table. Let's break down how he changed science forever. In the mid-1800s, scientists had discovered around 60 elements. But there was no system, no pattern, and no real organization. Then came Dmitri Mendeleev, a Russian chemist. He decided to arrange the elements in a table using two things: the properties of the elements themselves, like how they reacted, the properties of their compounds, like the kinds of substances they formed with oxygen or hydrogen. He placed the elements in rows in order of increasing relative atomic mass, and grouped elements with similar properties into vertical columns. That's how he began to reveal patterns, periodicity in their behavior. But here's what made Mendeleev's table truly revolutionary. He left gaps. That's right. He noticed that sometimes the pattern didn't fit perfectly. Instead of forcing elements into the wrong group, he left spaces open, believing that these were for elements that hadn't been discovered yet. Even more impressively, he predicted the properties of these missing elements. For example, he predicted the existence of an element he called aluminium. Years later, when gallium was discovered, it matched Mendeleev's predictions almost exactly. Density, melting point, even how it reacted with acids. It was like writing the ending to a book before the last chapters were published. Mendeleev believed he was arranging the elements by increasing atomic mass, and in most cases he was right. But some elements didn't quite fit. For example, iodine has a lower atomic mass than tellurium, but Mendeleev placed iodine after tellurium in the table because their properties matched better that way. At the time, this seemed like a mistake, but Mendeleev trusted chemical properties more than numbers. So today we know why. The modern periodic table is arranged by atomic number, not atomic mass. And here's the twist. The reason the atomic masses seemed out of order is because of isotopes, different versions of the same element with slightly different masses. The relative abundance of isotopes affected the average atomic mass. So Mendeleev wasn't wrong. He just didn't know about isotopes yet. Thanks to Mendeleev's genius, we now have one of the most powerful tools in all of science, the periodic table. He didn't just organize known elements, he saw the future, trusted the patterns, and changed the way we understand matter itself. So next time you see the periodic table hanging on your classroom wall, remember, it's not just a chart, it's a story of curiosity, predictions, and scientific courage. Hit that like button if you learned something new, and subscribe for more stories that bring science to life. Until next time, keep asking questions.